Hi guys, Ready Made here. Welcome back to my channel. Let's quickly get into how I made this Welt pocket that is properly finished on the inside and on the outside of my jean jacket. So the length of a Welt pocket is going to be the wideness of your jacket times 2. Mine is 15, so I folded 15 inches on a fold, so that's like 30. And the wideness I used 10, something wide enough to accommodate your pocket opening and still have some space. Now to get that box, I'm going to come down by 3.5 inch and mark that out, and then I'll come in by 2 inches on both sides of the pocket, which is it's going to give me 6 inches pocket opening. Yet when I measure that to be 6 inches, if you want yours bigger, you can make it 7. So I'm going to draw out that line and then mark out the end points, like my 6 inches where it stops. Then using the centimeter part of my tape, I'm going to go up by 1 centimeter on the top side, and I'm going to come down by 1 centimeter. I like to use centimeter because it's easier to calculate. So I'll come down by 1 cm and go up by 1 cm just to get my box. So that's 2 cm in total, and I'm going to draw out the line. After drawing out the box, I'm going to mark out 1/2 inch on both sides just to mark out where the triangle is going to be, where we're going to have that triangle cut. And I'll just draw that out just to indicate that okay, this is where we're going to cut our little triangle. Next, I'm going to place the pocket bag on my jacket piece on exactly where I want the pocket opening to be, making sure that the side seam and the down seam of the pocket is aligning. And then I'm going to sew this square down, sew it all the way around. How you sew this down is also a big contributing factor to how well your Welt pocket comes out. Stop exactly where you're supposed to stop, don't exceed it. And now I'm going to fold this in and slash that middle line open. Now you slowly cut open that middle line and then notch it at those little triangles. Forget how fast this video is. Take your time with this part. After notching that, you turn everything over to the back and you're going to take it to an ironing board and iron that flat. I didn't show the ironing process, but just iron it as flat as you can so you have the square opening of the Welt pocket. This is how it's going to look in the front, and this is how it looks at the back. Now the next thing we're going to do is to fold over 1 inch to cover up that opening. Whatever you're folding should stop right at the edge of the opening. You should not overlap it, just right at the edge of the opening, just like I did in the video. Now we're going to iron that down and iron it very, very flat. Next, you're going to take your pocket to your machine, and this is how it should look. First of all, when you're going to sew on those little triangles, sew it down at the edge, very, very close to the edge. Sew them down. Now you're doing this to make sure that that fold you did is held in place and also comes out very flat. So you're just going to sew those triangles down. Now this is how it's going to look from the front. Now we're going to sew down on those 3 corners, just the 3 corners, not 4. Sew down on those 3 corners that I just highlighted. So you sew it down. So after sewing that down, we're going to turn this over to the back, and then we'll fold the pocket bag in a way that when you fold down your bottom placket, when you close down the bottom placket, it's going to cover the edge of the pocket like so. So it finishes that edge, and then this other edge is going to go into the waistband, and the side seam is going to go into this other edge of the pocket. Now we're going to just sew down the pocket from the inside. Just sew it down, finish the bottom, and then finish the top. After doing that, this is what we're going to have. We sew this down to the edge. Just finish that 4th corner of the Welt pocket, and we have a clean Welt pocket from the outside, and on the inside we have an extra inner pocket. Because of the way that we'll finish this pocket, we're going to have an extra inner pocket. Now to finish that rough edge, I'm just going to sew down. I'm just going to finish it off with a bias. I'm using my jean as a bias, and I'll fold this in 2 times and then top stitch on it. This is just to get a clean pocket on the inside. So So this is the welt pocket after we are done. This pattern of doing a welt pocket gives a very neat finish and an extra pocket on the inside, and also gives a clean finish on the outside. So let me know if you'll be trying this pattern, and let me know if this video has been helpful. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you on the next one. Bye.